An opportunity here, Josh, for a teaching moment. Parlays, again, new viewers and listeners all the time here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. You and I are adverse to parlays. However, it's a very popular gambling angle. Let's go ahead and jump into parlay betting.
Yeah, so I think this is one of the most important teachable moments that I would recommend to new bettors. I think when you're first getting into sports betting, you learn about parlays. So, what is a parlay? A parlay is when you tether together and combine multiple bets into the same bet. And if they all cash, they all win, you win a big payout. So, on the surface, you think of it, okay, I can turn my $10 into 100. I can turn my 100 into 1,000. I can cash this huge parlay, make a ton of money. It's really a psychological trap that a lot of new bettors fall into. And there is, there's something to be said for parlays. They do have value in certain situations. But the key with parlays is that they're really the penny slot of sports betting.
Hmm.
They make a massive amount of money for the book. And when you think about it, it's hard enough to win one bet. When you combine multiple bets in the same bet, all you're doing is assuming a lot of risk overall. So when I was researching my book, The Everything Guide to Sports Betting, and I went through this. When I first bet on sports, I loved parlays. I would parlay all my favorite teams, the teams I was most confident in. It seemed like you had a 4-team, 5-team parlay. It was always the last leg of the parlay that never would hit, and you get so mad, and I always get screwed by that one team overall. But when I was researching my book, and it really dawned on me, as I was coming up in the school of sports betting analytics and data, there's really some hard data behind the reason why you should avoid parlays overall. And looking at the Nevada Gaming Commission, the Gaming Control Board, they have to report their numbers to the public every single year. UNLV did a research study that I took a deep look at, and basically, when you talk about the hold percentage, the hold is the amount of money that the house holds on to after all the bets have been settled and paid out. So the hold percentage for an individual bet in all the major sports, it's about 5% overall. It could be 3, it could be 7, but it's around 5%. Every dollar bet the house is holding on to, 5 cents. So again, this is why the house always wins, a big part of it. However, the hold percentage for a parlay is closer to around 30%. So the books are making a massive killing off of parlays. And I always find it funny. A lot of sports books, on Twitter or social media, they'll screenshot, oh, Joe Schmo from Texas, he won a 10-teamer, he won $20,000. You ask yourself, why do books promote these parlays on social media? It's because they know they really make a huge killing overall. So what I would always remember too is if you have a 5-team parlay, you go 4-1, you lose the parlay.
Yep.
But if you kind of embrace flat betting, you bet them individually, you go 4-1. That's a pretty good day. You profited around 3 units overall. So I would just look at parlays as they're fun if you want to do them once in a while. Every NFL Sunday, you want to do a parlay just for the heck of it. All the power to you. I hope you win. But the key here is that long term parlays are really just buying the house is making a killing off these parlays, and really embracing that flat betting approach more often than not is going to really make a big difference and really be a benefit over betting parlays. So bet them if you want, but really remember, you're just playing right into the house. When you tie more bets into one, you're assuming more risk, and you're helping those big towers get built in the desert with parlays.